Bonjour les amis, Morgan is here for you, and my news for today is that I have made an interview with one of casino brokers called Gabriel Sita. He's owner of one of them, three biggest casino broker websites. So if you didn't know, most of them, they have the real identical names. One is called Casino Broker, the other is Casinos Broker, and the third one is Online Casino Broker. So this one, Gabriel Sita, is from Casinos Broker website, and I put 8 questions to him to share for him to share some knowledge of the industry. Let's go quickly through them. Regrettably, he didn't share for him to share some knowledge of the industry. Let's go quickly through them. Regrettably, he didn't give a video interview, but it's a text version, obviously. So let's, like in this kind of mode, let's go through them and look for what he has answered. Right, firstly, I've asked what is the current infrastructure of the market for selling and buying online gambling website, be it online casinos or online casino affiliates. So, as a question that relates to the overall composition of players, of services, and businesses who facilitate the transaction itself. So it obviously includes online casino brokers, M&A consultancy, consultancy in terms of credits and access to capital, insurance, and so on. So Gabriel answered that obviously the current market infrastructure is just in the state of making, in the early stages of development, and it's not just have been built yet. It's just a rapid growth stage, and the consolidation is taken on also.
The current market infrastructure for selling and buying sites in the online gambling industry is still in its early stages of development. The iGaming industry is currently experiencing a period of rapid growth and consolidation, with a number of large mergers and acquisitions deals being announced in recent years.
The second question I put was, what mistakes owners make when starting online casino business in regard of its potential to be sold? So obviously this question relates to things. First is that it's about planning ahead. So what you can do ahead of time to prepare for the sales. And secondly, it relates to the very stage of rapid growth or rapid growth pre-sales strategy when it comes to preparing a business to be sold.
Here are a few of the most common mistakes: not having a clear business plan, low financial foundation, not having the right licenses, and not being prepared to sell with their first intent when building the business.
The third question is, what is your view on the future of Curacao gambling regime? We all know that the Curacao gambling regime must have been new gambling regime must have been put in place by September this year, but the old one has been prolonged for 1 more year, which means that no actual changes have been put in place. But still, the damage is done. Most of the white hat and turnkey casino operators would think about switching to Cuernavaca license and Juan, other geographies, because the provisions of the future regime changes are really imply the higher costs, more transparency, more QIC, and obviously some things to be done on their side. It would be not that easy as before.
Some experts believe that the reforms will make it more difficult to obtain a gambling license in Curacao, while others believe that the reforms will make it easier for operators to comply with the law. I believe it will make it easier for operators to comply with the law.
The first question is, what is the state of market of casino affiliate sites right now? So I asked Gabriel about his views on the potential, on the monetary value of the market and how it's been developing, because we have witnessed some bigger sales later in the previous year, including as gamblers, a sale to gig for more than 41 million euros. Make sure that you have watched or read my pre-sale evaluation of this site, which I made in the October 2022. And also, apart from us gamblers, we see some other acquisitions, like the recent acquisitions by Better Collective. Make sure you also view my video on this one.
The market for casino affiliate sites is currently in a state of flux. The industry is growing rapidly, but there is also a lot of competition.
The fifth question was about how to evaluate the affiliate sites was. What pricing models do casino brokers employ? So actually, it's about coming down to the question of the proper methodology to evaluate the website. Is it going to be a revenue multiplier or a BDA multiplier or some hybrid thing, or it will be discounted cash flow or historical evaluation methods, or so on and so on. So this question is interesting because it's really applicable, it's really practical in terms of everyone's interest. We all want to know, to understand how each one's site will be costed, will be priced, and what we get in the end of the day if we want to sell it. The sixth question is about due diligence procedures. So, due diligence is a necessary step. If you don't know, please make sure you read my review on the how to sell your online casino website. So we're only talking about the due diligence is a usual deal breaker in this type of negotiation, in this type of deals, because you get your evaluation, you come down to price, and when you look down to financials, you will see that things are not working your way, and it's a deal breaker. The third question is about how much an online casino site costs, how to tell the real price of online casino operator website and also affiliate website. But it mostly comes down to what factors do we need to take attention to be able to tell the price. The final question is about how to tell online casino is really effective. So is a good effectiveness is a good sign, is a good predictor of price also, and what can be the variables, things to look into to tell the casino is really effective.